Hello everyone, welcome back to yet another episode with me on Real Life Talk with Blessing. I posted something on my status on Facebook and a lot of people started commenting and sending in their personal experience and opinions, which is very fine. I like to seek people's opinion on this program because you can't know it all. I posted many women are married but living single. Someone actually asked me why I said this. A man actually did. He said, "Bless, why would you say something like that? What picture are you painting?" And I told him one thing. I said, "Sir, sorry if it made you feel bad, but can I ask you, how often do you go out?" He told me. I said, "Oh, that's nice. That means you have fun. You're a social person." He said, "Yes." He said, "Yes." I said, "Okay, how often do you go out with your wife?" And he kept mute. Then later he responded and said, she's my wife. She doesn't need to go out. So now tell me, is that not a woman who is married and single? I use myself for example. I can't remember the last time my husband woke me and said, "Babe, I want to take you out." I can't remember. But he goes out every day. He goes out to hang out with his friends. But I cannot remember the last time he said, "Babe, I want to take you out." And this is the dilemma of a lot of married women. You go to the clubs on Friday, it is filled up with married men and girls. You don't see married men with their wives. You hardly see that. I don't know what has come over marriage, but gradually it is ending. Yeah, institution called marriage is gradually ending. A time will come, it might not exist anymore because people will be like, "No, I can't be married and be living with someone who wants to live a single life." Before you know, we have single fathers, single mothers all over the place, and marriage gradually fading. Okay, you know what? I'm going to add a conversation I had with my friend to this podcast so you can hear her own opinion on this. She's actually in the US and she sent in a voicemail saying, "Blessing, this and that, which were her opinion and observation and contribution." She said, "Blessing, we went out for lunch, for dinner. You see couples, old, young, all over, couples married. You hardly see that here. All you see is single women or married women hanging out with their friends, married men hanging out with their friends. You hardly see this couple thing, couple. You hardly see that couple, which is like a unity. You hardly see that." So when you ask me, how do I mean when I say a lot of women are married and living single? So this is it. A lot of women have taken over the responsibility of a lot of men in their families. A lot of women pay the bills now. A lot of women raise their kids alone and they're married. A lot of men don't know the names and the subjects their children even do. A lot of men just go out, come home, sleep, go out the next day. Is that marriage? I say this and I'll keep saying it. If you don't want the life of accountability, if you don't want the life of being accountable to anybody, please be single. Don't go into marriage. Because in marriage, you have to give accountability. Where were you? Where did you go? Who is this? Who is that? You have to give accountability for how you live life. That is marriage. Don't go into marriage thinking nobody should ask you questions. My brother, my sister, be single. Because in marriage, you're going to answer questions. So when I say women are married and single at the same time, these are the issues. And a lot of married men have failed. A lot of them are dealing with demons themselves. They can't fix their life. So they end up dragging people down, which is their family. You call yourself a married man. Do you know your children? You call yourself a family man. How well do you know your family? Are you around for your family? Do you take care of your family, not just giving them money? Are you involved with your family? I posted something and someone actually said, "Oh, Blessing, you're crazy." Yes, I am, but I'll say the truth. Have you noticed how married men are all out there, but you see them alone with their friends? And I'm asking you, when last did you take your wife out? When last were you involved in your family? When last did you go out as a family? Or it's something you do once in a blue moon? You'd rather be with your girlfriends, with your mistress, with your side chicks, than be with your family. You have failed as a man. And you know the funny thing, a lot of them do suffer this consequence when they are old. They suffer it so much, and they be like, oh, my children ignored me, or my children neglected me. While you neglected them when you were young, they will neglect you when you are old. So kindly listen to what this very dear friend of mine has to say. There's a lot of sense in it, trust me. That is why I had to add it to this podcast. There's so much sense in it.
Good morning, sweet B, King B. Good morning for Antigua. Sorry, na morning here. I don't know what's in the big time for Nigeria. Just a quick one on this thing where you talk. Make I share with you what I experience as I did here. So day before yesterday night, me and my hubby and my pikin, I don't know if there's even picture and video. We come out. As we come out now, you will see. When you go out abroad, you will see many couples. That's what you see. Now only in Nigeria you will see. So when you go out, you'll see girls. You'll see men. This one you see couples, and they are mature, middle age, not small children. You see old people, elderly men, middle aged men, husband and wife. You will see some young people too. Miss crowd, people come out, they dance. It wasn't a matter of you wear gold, you wear jewelry, you tie wrapper. It was a matter of just coming out to just laugh and dance, and for those few hours, you forget any quarrel way na get or anything way na hold in grudge. That's one thing that going out does. When you go out like that, even if people are quarreling, before you people finish that day, when you don't drink chop, you people will laugh and come back. It's very hard where person come out, you go see the vex. Maybe if you don't have the chance, you can talk about it, they bother you inside your mind, and you could just trash it out in public. No quarrel, no argument. What I noticed was people were doing that. And this thing you talked about, having people living as single, I can't ask myself, say, why be say people know they come out like this from Nigeria? If to say women won't go out, you go see women, I'm living my life, I don't care. The women will go out on their own for maybe burial or their friend's shop opening or their friend's birthday, or all of them will hang out in a club alone. That's married women who, then you see the guys there in one club, you see small girls dancing. And I'm like, what are we doing? Why do people, I the one that say why people did that? So just based on what you just said now, say many women are living single. For me, it's a truth and it's a reality, but I'm done with all that. I'm done with all that feeling, always feeling like, oh, this is the short end. Like, I'm going to really focus on other things and live life to the fullest. And like I said, I tell people this thing now, that in a human being, I can say there are about 10 aspects of your life, 10 to 12. You have your spirituality, you have your career, you have your family, you have relationship, you have other business, you have many things that you are about. And marriage is just one. Marriage is not the whole thing about you. Marriage is just one. If you live your life based on the fact of who you're married to, or the fact that you're a married person, and you keep every other part of your life at the back burner, you keep every other aspect, your career, your business, your recreation, your adventure, desire, your fantasies, your personality, your ambitions, your gift, your talent. If you keep all those things under the bed because you're still trying to focus and deal with, let me, I know fit, the man know this, you're the worst person. Every human being must put themselves first as who they are. For me, my faith is one of my major compass or bearing. My faith makes me know that I'm first and foremost the child of the living God, the Almighty God. That is who I am. That's my identity, not the wife of so. My identity is not based on who I'm married to, or what I have, or what I have done. My identity is that I am God's child, and by virtue of that fact, I can do all things in Christ. Whether it's my business, so I'm excellent. Whether it's my career, even in the marriage, I'm happy and fulfilled because God is my protector and my provider. and the one that upholds me. So all these things, sadly, I choose to see life these days, because a lot of people will live in regret when they keep focusing on what is missing. Let's just agree and say it's the truth. These things are an issue in Nigeria, but nonetheless, people choose to live their life. If on your journey you feel like it's too much, you can't cope, the one I know, they understand that women will get job, will get money, will get everything, but they are still living in an unhappy situation. Like, what the hell? You don't really need that. If you have the money and you can cope, go somewhere and go and do school, go and do sabbatical, stay far. After you have stayed far for 2 years, the guy essence go clear. And last and not the least, I want to say is that what I noticed when we're looking at the people dancing and we're talking about it, and I was like, that's the thing, people are missing, like you can tell that even with these people that are doing side chick in Nigeria and all, like deep down inside them, they are unhappy. I'm sure they will prefer that the wives and them can really be happy. But even they don't even know why the things have deteriorated this way. There's this saying in one of all this reggae music. It says, love is what you make it. Life is what you make it. So it is you that will make your life the way you want. It is you that will make the love what you want. If you as a man or a woman, you feel that the best way is you have a wife at home, but you keep a side chick. Because some people believe that thing, that it is better that way. My wife dey house, she no fine, she fat. You can choose and say, babe, let's go out. I know that you're dealing with your weight. Or you can encourage yourself to lose weight. Or you can just take it like that. That's how her body is. But you tell yourself that I will not take any other girl out. My wife will be the one that will be my companion. It is your choice. You can also tell yourself that I have the perfect best wife. I travel with her. I send her on vacations. But I will still have a small chick that I will be fulfilling my satisfaction with. It is your choice too. And I know that anybody that does wrong things or sin or bad things, they always regret it. They always feel it. It's very hard for you to see someone that is doing something that their conscience is judging them and they are really happy. It's a lie. Most people, they're always feeling bad when they are alone. They can form in public, but when they're alone, they regret those things they do. And most times, bad things have consequence. Anything you eat in secret, there's always consequence. Especially when you have children and your children turn their backs on you because you betrayed the family or their mom. That's the ultimate fear of most men or women. So that's how I see it.
Please, we don't want couples who are married and single at the same time. Like I said, if you don't want to give accountability, please don't get married. You end up destroying your wife and your children with emotional trauma. Have you not gone out and noticed how when you go to the clubs or you're out in Port Harcourt, I'm talking about Port Harcourt right now. This is where I live. So I don't know about Lagos, Abuja and the other parts of the country. I'm talking about where I live right now. I speak from what I see. Sometimes I just drive out of my house, go to the road. I like to do this thing. Survey. I look around. You hardly see men bring their wives out. So to them, their wife should be at home. She's a chair, she's a table, she should be there. She's a furniture. Then you take your girlfriend out. Tomorrow you might fall sick and you want your wife to take care of you. But when you were having fun, like you guys claim you're having fun, you forgot all the people you took out for fun. Anyway, my take on this is a lot of women, I still repeat it, a lot of women are married and living single. It is very bad. It is actually not good for the children's mental health and what they see, thinking that is the right way of life. We need to break that cycle. We need to break that mentality. Family go out together. Family have fun together. But why you want to have fun alone, that's not the picture of a family. You're failing your children, you're failing your wives, you're failing the society.